Okay. Up to 33. Any other doubt? 33. Okay. This is a past year mains question as it is. There are some 10 vertical lines, I guess, somewhat like this. They are all equally placed. Don't think that the point of observance is also that equally placed. No. All these gaps are equal, but from where you are observing is can be very far. But all the topmost points, I think, they're in the same, they're making same angle of inclination. 10 vertical poles standing at equal distance on a straight line subtend the same angle of elevation alpha at a point O on this line, and all the poles are on the same side of O. If the height of the longest pole is h and the distance between the foot of the smallest pole and O is a, this is a, then the distance between two consecutive poles. Okay. So let I take this small distance as x, once again x, once again x. Like that, I'll get 9 times because of 10 poles. The gaps between them are 9. X, 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 like that. Okay. Now they wanted what is x in terms of h, a, and alpha. So simply you can take tan alpha equal to opposite side is h, down denominator is a plus 9x. Okay. They wanted x in terms of sin alpha and cos alpha. So I am going to write this tan alpha as sin alpha by cos alpha and do cross multiplication. A sin alpha plus 9 sin alpha into x is equal to h cos alpha. Send this one to the other side. 9 sin alpha into x is equal to h cos alpha minus a sin alpha. Divide with this, x is equal to h cos alpha minus a sin alpha by 9 sin alpha. Okay. This is not a complicated question. We are not using given heights and distances that much, except, but the only thing is that the question you have to read and understand what is the question first of all. That all these topmost points are collinear and they are subtending an angle alpha, and this distance need not be same as all other 9 distances. If you have that clarity, then after that things are easy. Is it okay 33? Any other doubt anybody has up to 33? P is wrong. Okay. It should be C. Yeah, P is wrong. Denominator should be 9 sin alpha only, right? Yes. Okay. 34 or the numerical 6 questions. Anybody any doubts in anywhere? Okay. Numerical first question also. All right. Okay, numericals first question. A person walking along a straight road towards a hill observes at 2-point distance root 3 the angle of elevation. Oh. Is going towards the hill. This distance is root 3, the distance between the two observation points. One time it is 30 and one time it is 60. They want h. If you apply tan here, you will find this is h by root 3. This total is h root 3. H root 3 minus h by root 3 is equal to root 3. This is 2h by root 3 is equal to root 3. H is equal to 3 by 2, 1.5, 1.50. Right? Simple one, no? First one. Okay. Third question, the angle of elevation of a tower from a point A due south of it Okay, this is a three-dimensional one, third one, not difficult, only it is three-dimensional. Okay, normally the directions are north, east, west, south. A newspaper, they say news is for north, east, west, south, right? Paper also some kind of abbreviation is there? No, I don't know. Okay. So anyway, so let us get the three-dimensional figure right here. The angle of elevation of a tower from a point A due south of it. Okay. So I have a tower and I am going towards south even. Okay. I am not drawing like this just to show. Okay. This is south. Alright, let me show like this. This is north, east, west, south. Okay. In a three-dimensional way. Due south. Something is there, huh? Okay. Uh-huh. Past and present. So ER is there still. Okay. Everything reported or something, huh? Okay, that sounds nice. Uh, okay. Now, what is important in this third question is, it is the point B is due west of it. The angle of elevation of a tower from A due south of it is, this is A. Okay. This is a tower, let us say L and M, that is 30. After that, from L you are not going, from A you are going, due west is 45 degrees. Okay. West is this side, so I think I should be going like this. Okay. From a point B due west of it, that's what they said, na? Okay, is the clarity is not there? Is not. Is point B west of A or west of L? That's what I wanted to know. Angle of elevation of a tower. Okay, maybe they need to give some more clarity on that. Okay, depending on that, answer may change. Okay, those are done. Third question, how you have taken? You taken B west of here, west of this foot. Okay, anyway, we'll do both. What's the big deal? Okay, so here it is 45. So if this is H, and this is uh, H by root 3. No, H root 3. Yeah? How can this be longer than this? It can't be then. So this figure can't be right what I have drawn, because then my angle of elevation should decrease, but it is increasing. So I think it is obviously due west of that only. Okay. Then it is more easy. Okay, I have a tower. One is south of that, one is west of that. This is 90. This is a right angle triangle where this is 90, and this is a right angle triangle where this is also 90. Okay. So this is I'll call L, M and A and B. Okay, this is along west, this is along south. Okay. So if I take BLM is a right angle triangle. BLM is a right angle triangle with this angle is 45. So if this is H, this is H. ALM is also a right angle triangle where this angle is 30, this is H, so this is H root 3. And BLA is also a right angle triangle. There, what is BL? H. What is AL? H root 3. I should have drawn. It's okay. What is this? BLA. L E. This is H. This is H root 3. And what's the distance between AB? 100. No, which is 100? Oh, height of the tower is 100. They want AB. Sure, then it's more easy. This is 100. This is 100. This is 100. This is 100 root 3. Now this is 100. This is 100 root 3. So by Pythagoras theorem, this will be 200. So answer is 200. Yes, 2. Here. So write 200.00. Okay. So the due south of the foot and due west of the foot itself. There are some questions somewhere else, I think. They'll tell from due west of A also. Okay, so how many of you completed right hand distance fully now? Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay. Anybody else? Okay. All right. Okay, any other doubts in total heights and distances? Anybody? Which one? Last one, okay. Okay, sixth question. A house of height 100 meters subtends a right angle at the window of opposite house. Okay. Okay, this is a house. This is the window of that house. Okay, this is 100 meters. So this house of height 100 meters subtending at the opposite house window 90 degrees. The height of the window is 64. Then the distance between the two houses. So they want this x. Okay. I think these two are similar triangles, right? In fact, if this is theta, this will be 90 minus theta, this is 90 minus theta, this will be theta. We want to find x. That is the height of this also, you can say x if you want. So in this tan theta is 64 by x. So okay. So this length is square root of 64 plus x square. I think the two tan thetas I can equate. In this tan theta is 64 by x. In this the tan theta is no, tan theta is not good. Anything is okay. I can use sin theta or cos theta. Let me use sin theta. In this sin theta is 64 by root over 64 plus x square. In this sin theta is root over 64 square plus x square by 100. Okay. So basically the square of this is this into this. So when you do cross multiplication and I find square root, anyway 64 into 100 is equal to 64 plus x square. So if I bring this side and take 64 common, 100 minus 64 is 36. So x is 8 into 6, 48. Anyone want to tell anything different for this sixth question? I just found sin theta from this, equated. That's almost like similar triangles basically. not there, but I want to construct something like this. Or yeah, almost same. Something else I want to show you. Remove this 100, and of course this figure may not be nice, that this is 64 and this is 36. Let us say this is 64, this is 36, and this is x. I think in a right angle triangle we know this square is equal to product of these two. Okay, that is because these two are similar. It can be applied that way also. Almost same. Let me write slightly different. Okay, this is 64, this is 64, this is 36, this is x I want to find. This is 90. If this is theta, this is 90 minus theta, this is 90 minus theta, this is theta. Directly take tan theta here in this triangle and in this triangle. In this triangle tan theta is x by 64, in this triangle tan theta is 36 by x. That's it done. X square equal to 64 into 36, x is equal to 8 into 6, x is equal to 40. Is it okay, sixth one? Okay. At least the calculation is somewhat easier. Okay, I think I gave enough time for heights and distances, and at least I clarified all the doubts thoroughly. I told this well in advance. There are few questions, of course, needs drawing the figure properly or applying sine rule or something. Except for those around 7-8 questions, I think other questions are easy. Okay. So whoever not completed, you must complete by today afternoon. Okay. So please submit this homework uh, anytime in the afternoon, but it has to be finished before 6 o'clock. Is it okay? Whoever said as they already completed, I am talking about others. By 6 o'clock in the evening. Okay. This is a very easy chapter, very important, and not a very dry chapter. Okay. Properties of triangles, advanced material. Let us see if you have any doubts. Solutions of triangle, page number 17. Okay, level 1, there are not too many questions. There is also level 2. Anybody has done solutions of triangles level 2 also? From advanced material? Level 1 only. Okay. Actually, level 2 will have more things related to what I discussed at the last. Okay. Pedal triangle and some things. I think some passages are directly what I discussed. Alright, anyway, level 1, first 8 questions. Anybody any doubt? No. 1 or 2 are there in mains also. I can see 5th question is there in mains material. 6th question is there in mains material. Okay, first 8 questions, no doubt. Up to 16, single answer questions. Any other doubts? Sriharsha, up to where you tried now in the advanced material? Single answer, you tried everything, got everything? Okay. More than one answer questions, there are 11. Anybody want to ask any doubt? Alright, maybe some of you have to try, some of them. I will go discuss some questions from level 2. Okay. Okay, I want to discuss passages in level 2. There are 5 passages. Page number 27. Of course, passage 1 first question is not connected to this passage as such, but still it is there. Okay, so this is all of you try to complete level 1 advanced material by tomorrow if you are not completed, and if any doubts we will discuss tomorrow level 1 advanced material. Level 2 also you can try single answer questions or something like that. I will try to do passages now. Okay, passage 1. Harshikar, roll number 15. Have you tried advanced material level 1 anything? Not there, maybe I don't know. Okay. Don't have to read the passage. Passage 1 is very simple question. They said for a triangle ABC, the incenter is I and joined to A and B and C. They want the product of AI, BI and CI, the lengths. Okay. I think for AI we have a formula. If you don't remember, from incenter the perpendicular distance will be smaller. This angle is A by 2. I think from this small triangle only we got something. What is that? If I take sine A by 2, opposite side is smaller and hypotenuse is AI. So AI is equal to R by sine A by 2. Okay, that itself is a formula. So now similarly if I take AI into BI into CI, it will be R by sine A by 2, R by sine B by 2, similarly R by sine C by 2. R into R I will write R square, but other R I will not write it. I will write it as 4 capital R sine A by 2, sine B by 2, sine C by 2. Down also I have sine A by 2, sine B by 2 and sine C by 2. I can cancel this. So 4 capital R small r square. Is it okay? First question within passage 1. Okay. Second question I don't have to do because from ortho center to a vertex I already found distance to r cos A and all. I want to do third one within passage 1, third question. Okay, I am erasing this first one. Okay, in third question they said the line joining circumcenter and orthocenter is parallel to AC. Okay, this is A, this is C, this is B, this is one altitude, This is also one altitude, this is orthocenter and this is circumcenter, but the line joining circumcenter and orthocenter is parallel to AC. Okay, SH is parallel to AC. Now, how to use that information and get they want a tan A into tan C is that if this and this are parallel, this height should be same as this height. I will call this midpoint as D, this is some AL or L. HL is equal to SD. If you remember, when we discussed about orthocenter, we derived this formula that from orthocenter to vertex A is 2r cos A, vertex B is 2r cos B, vertex C is 2r cos C. But to side AC also we found distance. Anybody remembers that? To each side, what is the perpendicular distance? From orthocenter, the perpendicular distance to any side. Somebody see, and the formulas that we will derive in the class. From orthocenter to the side, what is the perpendicular distance? Yeah, that is for BC. For AC, it will be 2r cos A cos C. 2r cos A cos C. From circumcenter, perpendicular distance to a side. Let us call this a E. Yes, r cos B here, because if this angle is B, when you join circumcenter here and here, total is 2B, each are equal, so this is B, this is B. This is R, this is B, so this will be r cos B. So I can write here r cos B. Saptashi Mandal, is it clear how these two came? Okay. Now I can cancel R and R. 2 cos A cos C. Cos B I can write cos 180 degrees minus A plus C. That is minus cos A plus C. That is minus cos A cos C plus sin A sin C. So when you bring this side, you will get 3 cos A cos C is equal to sin A sin C. When you bring it down, you will get tan A tan C is equal to 3. Okay, this can be asked nicely in a numerical question also. Okay, not a nice solution, but just an objective method I will tell you. For equilateral triangle, S and H will be at the same place. In that case, I can say SH is parallel to AC. Of course, there is no line, just a not a nice explanation, but in the case of that, they don't even form. Okay, you can take angle A 60, angle C 60, angle B 60, tan 60 into tan 60 is root 3 into root 3 it is 3. Okay, just a limiting case maybe. When S is approaching H, you can say that. So completed, just read passage 2, think about it. All right. Okay. Passage 2, this is about the ambiguous case that I discussed, that how to find solutions of a triangle. We discussed when 3 sides are given, how to find other 3 angles by cosine rule, or they can give 2 sides and angle included between them, that is very easy, you can find. But if 2 sides are given but not angle included, that is the case of ambiguous one here. This question can be done by geometry, or that is from geometrical interpretation, or from the equation also, both. They gave small a, small b and angle a. Small a is this, small b is this, and angle a is this. Okay. So, let us see by the without geometrical interpretation how to do this. Okay. This side is C, I don't know. I know B, I know this, and I know this angle A. Just apply cosine rule for cos A. Okay. Cos A is equal to, I will get C square plus B square minus A square by 2BC. But I know angle A, I know small b, I want to find C. So, the quadratic equation in terms of C. Bring this side and expand, you will get C square. This you bring this side, okay, let me write 2BC cos A is equal to C square plus B square minus A square. Send everything that side, C square plus C into minus 2B cos A plus B square minus A square equal to 0. Right here you can see small a is known, small b is known, and 2b cos a is known. This is a quadratic equation terms. Here I am going to get 2 roots. At least they mentioned the 2 roots are there. If really 2 roots are there, what is sum of the roots? Let C1 comma C2 be roots of this equation. C1 plus C2 is 2b cos a. C1 into C2 is b square minus a square. Okay, maybe if you can find C1 C2 also if required, but let us see with this can we manage. The first question, C1 square minus 2 C1 C2 cos 2a plus C2 square. This C1 square plus C2 square I can write C1 plus C2 whole square minus 2 C1 C2 minus 2 C1 C2 cos 2a. Okay. What is sum of the roots? 2b cos a whole square. From this and this, if I take 2 C1 C2 common, I will get 1 plus cos 2a. This is also, there is a cos square a here and there is also cos square a. I can take cos square a common. 1 plus cos 2a becomes 2 cos square a. If I take the 2 cos square a common, 4 cos square a common, I will be left with one extra b square and minus C1 C2. I did not even substitute C1 C2, I had to substitute that. So 4 cos square a what is b square? Sorry, what is C1 C2?